Welcome to Beach Bum Creations. This is Tom, and on this channel we will show you how to take the items you find on the beach, the seashells, the driftwood, seaweed, everything you find on the beach. We'll show you how to turn them into lifelong memories using resin. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, well, I found this scorpion a couple days ago in my workshop. So I decided I was going to go ahead and make a little frame for it. So I got this silicone frame here, and it's got some like legs on it. So I poured a thing around it so it's black, and then where that dot is right there in the center, I'm going to remove that when it's dry. It'll just pop right off. And then the bottom, the whole square will be white. And then he's going to go, this guy here is going to go diagonal inside of here, and I'll pour clear over it. And that'll be my little placemat there for any items you want to put on this table that are too hot. They just set on the table. And there you go. Okay, here it is. I poured the white over that black around the edges and then some clear. And I'm not sure if I got him totally underneath it. I can't really tell yet. Looks like an air bubble popped up, maybe. Well, we'll see what it looks like in the morning. Well, here's that scorpion hot plate. It's not good. I have to repair this. I think you can see where it's not all the way under the resin. And if you don't have it totally 100% under the resin, the juices in the creature, whatever it may be, especially if it's seafood, like a fish, it will eat the resin. You can see where it's started already if I get it just right. You can see where, can't get it just right, right about there. You can just about see where it's broke through right there. And the brown is what's leaked out of the scorpion. And same with this fish here. It's got just a little teeny leak in it where it didn't quite go under all the way. And so it'll eventually eat a big hole right through this resin. So I've got to repair both of these by putting some more clear resin over them. And hopefully that'll fix them. The fish for sure will be fixed. I don't know about this because I'm going to have to make a little box to put like a 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch of resin on top of it to fix this. So there you go. Well, hello folks, welcome back. This is Tom. I'm going to attempt to repair the hot plate I made with the scorpion. That what happens with animals is that they will float. Even shells will float. You got to kind of glue them down or hold them down or something, because once they get in the resin, they will start floating to the top. And if they do, and they break the surface of the resin, air will get in there and they'll start to decay. And the juices, the decay juices, will eat the resin. And in the case of a fish or something like that, it will stink really bad. So I'm going to try to repair these. And the way I'm going to do it is just pour more resin over the top. So I have my containers right here. And I don't know how much to pour here. So I'm just going to pour about, I think, Let's go a little more. We got 90 of part A. So I'll put 45 of part B in there. With B, it's so thin, you gotta be careful. You'll over pour real easy with part B. Of course, you can't over pour with part A. Okay, it's perfect. Okay, I'm just using clear in this. I don't want anything. I've made several different things, and I've put color in it or glitter, and it distracts from whatever that's there. So, I mean, I have some with fish that you can't hardly even see the fish. Anyway, as usual, when you mix the resin, you have to make sure you scrape the sides real good. Part A is stuck to the sides and to the bottom because you poured that in first, and if you don't get that part B in it, it won't harden up. So you just really got to get the sides. A lot of people that get the last few drops, they will scrape the sides, and I do that sometimes depending on the project, but normally for the few drops you get, to me it's not worth it, that you can run the possibility of it not being mixed right and it not getting hard on you. And as usual, when you pour resin, you need something to clean your hands. You can see I got just a little teeny bit on my finger right here, and that's from the stick. I always get it from the stick. So I have my alcohol. I always have some alcohol. I have my alcohol and a rag here, paper towel. And that'll get the resin off pretty easily. So I'm just gonna pour this right. Let's turn right around here. Have these set up. I don't know if you can see it. I'll move this one over a little bit. The scorpion one. I want to really save the scorpion one because this is a hot plate. This table's not level, so I'm gonna have to take it into the house after I pour the resin. Put it on the counter in there. But this is a hot plate, so when I have a leather cover on I have a teak table for a dining table, and I have a cover over it, and I put a hot plate on there, it will ruin the cover. So I have hot plates that I made, and they serve that purpose to protect the table. Wow, this one's taking a lot. This is a silicone one I bought. For making napkin holders in the shape of a seashell. Okay, I got it all in there. What do you know about that? Okay, see, I'm not going to scrape the side. I'm just going to let it be there. And I don't know how well you can see this in there, but on this corner over here, I can't see it. That's the problem. It's too light out here. I can't see the screen. Anyway, I'm going to take it into the kitchen. So hang on. Okay, as you can see, it's in here in the kitchen at the countertop here. It's level. This one here, I think it might be floating. Yep. See there? I just pushed it down. So it would have done absolutely no good. I need to get something to set that down so it stays down there. So, this one's good though. And I'm gonna blow it to get all the bubbles out. It's important on this one to get the bubbles out for sure. Ah, a lot of bubbles. This one too, but I gotta play around with this one. Somehow get something to hold it down in there. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see what it looks like in a few hours. I'm gonna come in here in 10 more minutes or so and hit it again with the heat gun. It's always good to have a torch or a heat gun when you're doing resin because it'll pop any bubbles. I like it because it makes it thin and makes it more runny just before it hardens up. So if there's any spots that it didn't get, it will find a home. So at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and do something with this, see if I can get it to set down lower into the resin. And just like that, I'm back. I pulled this out of the, I pulled the tape off of it, I guess. But you can see I added a whole nother layer, see all that? So now it's totally underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna chamfer the edges here, and then I'll sand down all the edges because they're pretty bad. They're kind of rough. Anyway, but see how the lip is in here? That way it gives a little spot for the heat to dissipate. So at any rate, I'll start doing this and then, I don't know, we'll do it for a little while, I guess. I know you want to see this. This is pretty exciting stuff. This edge here just goes right on the side here. So that way it's all uniform all the way across. Okay. Okay, you get the idea. I don't know if you can see that, but you get the idea. It's going to be rounded off here more or less because it's kind of sharp right here where the resin. So when the resin dries, it shrinks and then it kind of seems like it's crawling up the edge. It's real sharp right here on the edges. So anyway, I'll get done doing this and get back with you. Well, folks, as you can see, I'm back working on this here thing. I didn't like that chamfer 45-degree angle on the end, so I decided to round it. You can barely see it right there because I couldn't see the through it. I mean, I should be able to see clear once I polish it, but I couldn't. So see, you can't see in there, and that's my goal, is to be able to see inside there. At any rate, I don't think this one here is big enough. I'm using this little bitty one here, and I'm gonna change it out and try this one just a little bigger, and we'll see what happens with that. Yeah. So here we go. We're gonna do it with this bigger size. For any of you wondering if you could use the router for resin, well, you can. If you look at it, you can see now how nice the edges look. They're really, really nice now. Where's the camera on this thing? Where'd the camera? Oh, there, it's up way up there. Anyway, it's got a nice round end on it now, so I'll be able to start sanding it now. I'll start with some 320 sandpaper, and then I'll go up to 400, then 600, then 1,000, and then 1,200. And the whole time I'll be using some of this the whole time I'll be using this rubbing compound along with this sandpaper here is no good. It's the last project. So I'll bring you back when I've got some clearness to these sides. All right. Okay, I'm back. This is what I'm going to start with right here. Some 280. Then I'll progress up to 360. And then some 400. And then some 500. And finally, it should be nice and clear when I hit 1,000. So this should be, the side should be as clear as this top when I'm finished. Well, we'll see. Got some water here to keep this paste nice and slimy. So here we go. I'm not gonna let you see this. This is like really boring. It's gonna take me several hours. So I'll come back when it's done. All right, here we go. It's only been 4 hours, and now you can see into it. You'll see better, see this side and the other side. Once these get clear, it'll let more light in. But I also had a scratch on top here, deep scratch I had to deal with. You can barely see it now, right there. Right about above that black dot. But I'll get that. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's really only been about 10 minutes or so. All right, folks, here it is. Item number 133 is complete. It's a hot plate. You can see inside of it now. And here, there's a lip. So when you put your plates, hey, let's turn that around. When you put your plates on it, your hot pans or hot plates, it's got a little air gap right here. And it keeps your table, or in my case, this cover keeps the cover from burning. So there you have it.